Once you've selected a type family, you need to submit your choice for me to approve. Once that's done, you need to do your research about the family. So I've included the list of things that need to be on your poster right here. So you need to do research. Okay, a good idea is to find the actual typographer's page. It'll likely be at a Foundry. So like one Foundry is called Type Together. You go to their website and then you find the page for that typeface, and often the typographer has written a profile, a description of the type family itself, what it's used for, some background, other typefaces it's related to, that kind of thing. So the list of items you need for your poster are here. So definitely the typographer's name to start with, and it may be more than one person, that's all good. The year in which the typeface was designed, and then which category it belongs to. So that can be challenging depending on the typeface you've chosen. So that's why for this project, I want you to stay with fairly mainstream typefaces that are typical of a category. I don't want anybody to choose a family that can be in one or another or something. Like I'll exaggerate a little bit and say like Bodoni for the modern classification category. It's like the flagship representative type family for the modern category. So don't everybody go choose Bodoni, but maybe you can scroll and see typefaces that look like it, that have those characteristic square serifs, and that's a modern typeface, and now you know. But avoid type families that might straddle multiple categories and are just hard to define. They need to fall squarely in one category. The next thing is a waterfall of the instances that make up a family. This is a waterfall. That's all it is. It's a list of all the glyphs for every instance within the family. So I call an instance, so this type family is Fira Sans, and then one instance is regular, another instance is italic, another instance is thin. So you get the idea. Each one of those is one of those. So look at how many there are here. You clearly cannot include all of these on your poster. You may put one or two to show the glyphs that are available in here. I'm totally leaving it up to you. Look at how beautifully, I'll go back a little bit to the less heavyweights. Look at how beautifully the K italicizes here compared to the regular K. It's very regular here, but it italicizes really nicely. So either way, we want to kind of see the glyph complement, but you need to balance that out with the amount of room you have on your poster. Okay, so that's going to show us what's included in the family. The other element that you're going to include on your poster is a paragraph of text that describes the family. So here it's very important not to copy and paste that paragraph that I was telling you about that might be on the Foundry's web page. You need to describe it yourself. So what you need to do is go read about it. Take notes. What I do is make bullet lists. I read a fact about it, and rather than copy and pasting the sentence, I rewrite it in my own words. And sometimes I'll just use a word or two to say what they said in a sentence. And then after that, you rewrite it in your own words based on those bullet points that you took. Okay, we don't want anything for either typography 3 or 4, any of these courses, and really in any of your courses, you should never copy and paste off the web. That's just plagiarism. So understand the typeface, read a lot about it, and then put it in your own words. The next thing you're going to do is another block of text, and it's the biography of the typographer. Okay, it's going to have to be short because we don't want this poster to be a huge, big paragraph of text. So it's a little short bio of the typographer themselves. If it's a couple of people, you just write the story, their story as it relates to that typeface. Okay. We don't need to know what school they went to when they were like 14 years old or something like that, but we want to know their bio, their take on the typeface and that kind of thing. So the next thing in the list is a prominent display of standout glyphs from the family. It's exactly what I just showed you a minute ago. The K is exceptional in Fira, and there are other glyphs like that. I don't necessarily want to see the asterisk, right? Like I don't want to see an exclamation mark unless they stand out. Don't just put all the regular parentheses and things like that. Put the ones that stand out. And even at that, if there's a lot of them, you probably won't be able to show them all. But what you're doing with your poster is trying to kind of sell the font, convince people that they want to use it by showing a few standout glyphs from the family. Okay, some of them have ornaments. So maybe you want to show the ornaments or any single glyph that might be really cool. It just looks different. Okay. And then aside from that, everybody's going to obviously have a different type family. So they might have things in it that I haven't listed here that I can't even think of. Like, well, I just said ornaments, but if there's anything else that stands out about the family, you can include it on your poster. So this list that I've put is a minimum that you're going to show. If there's anything else, feel free to include it on your poster. Like I said, there are things that I can't even imagine right now, but that you're going to find in your research.